Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Mindfulness Meditation Monday. I will be your guide. My name is Ellen Patrick. So let's get ready to meditate together, and I always like to start by lighting a candle. So I invite you to do the same, and if you don't have one, consider this your candle as well. The lighting of this candle is meant to dispel the darkness in our minds and the minds of all beings. So if you haven't found your seat yet, let's take that now, a comfortable seat, whether it be a chair, a cushion, a couch. And if you need to lie down because of some problems with your back, feel free to do that, but I just do caution you that when you're lying down, there is a tendency to fall asleep, so be mindful of that. Okay, and we'll begin in a minute. Okay, and make sure that the lighting is kind of cozy, and close your door if you can do that. Good, and we'll begin now. So tonight's practice is actually called The Guest House, and this is a poem written by Rumi. And Rumi was a great mystic, a poet, a scholar who lived in the 13th century, and his writings still come to us and are still relevant today. So I'd like to read this poem to you as a way of giving us the opportunity to look at our meditation a little differently. So when we begin to meditate, especially at the very beginning of our meditation, there is a tendency for the mind to kind of regurgitate thoughts and experiences from the day. And so our practice is meant to quiet that down, but not necessarily stuff it. And that's what I feel this poem is about. It's about allowing those thoughts to arise, allowing them to leave, and not get attached to them. So let's begin the practice now. I invite you to close your eyes and just first notice how your body is feeling. Notice where there may be some discomfort, maybe some resistance to sitting. Notice too if you're feeling some comfort rather than discomfort. Perhaps a typical pain that you may experience is no longer there. Something to be grateful for. And just noticing how the body feels without judging it. Just accepting. Maybe I'm not 100% comfortable. Are the shoulders tight? Is the belly free to move as you breathe? So notice these things. And then bring your awareness a little bit deeper to the level of your breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. Giving the body permission enough to let go and allow the breath to move freely in the body. And it's almost like a dance that takes place between the breath and the body. Noticing that. And again, doing so without judging. And you may find that naturally, when you bring attention to the breath, you start to relax a little bit more. And the mind starts to slow down a little bit. And if you've had a very busy day, It may be very challenging to slow down the mind. Just let it be. It will eventually start to quiet down. And I'll begin the poem, The Guest House by Rumi. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So this represents our thoughts. Treat each guest honorably. Each thought that percolates to the surface, treat it honorably. And as it percolates to the surface and moves out, it clears you for some new delight. Be grateful for whoever comes. They've been sent as a guide from beyond. So take this time to sit with your breath. Noticing when a guest has come to visit, acknowledging that guest, greeting that guest, and then letting go. As the guest wears out their welcome, they'll move on and allow space for a new delight. And so we notice, we acknowledge, we come back to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And as we recognize each guest, we notice the fullness of our lives. We come to a better understanding of our minds, of who we are. These guests are a guide from the beyond, helping you to know yourself with kindness and with compassion. We breathe in and we breathe out. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows, still treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing you out for some new delight. And so as we let go of the sorrows, there's space now for the joys. And breath in and breath out. Let no guests disturb you. Stay anchored with the breath. And so we come to the end of our time together. I thank you for joining me. And I look forward to our time together next week. Until then, I wish you joy.